crazy about all of this is, Dillon Gabriel possibly will be making an appearance this weekend, but he did an interview, short one, with the media, and he's talked about the reps at the quarterback position this past training camp. Now, we know Shedeur Sanders really didn't get no reps. So him trying to say, well, we all had to get the reps and do this and do that to make it here today, bro, you got the easy way out.
The college football world thrives on drama, but nothing has stirred the pot quite like Dillon Gabriel's words about sharing reps with Shedeur Sanders. One quarterback with a veteran's resume, the other with a phenom's spotlight. Gabriel's viral moment wasn't just about practice snaps. It was about pride, ego, and the future of a franchise that's already balancing hype and expectation. His take sent shockwaves across fan bases, stirring debates hotter than a rivalry game under Friday night lights.
Stick around because what he said might completely change the Browns quarterback battle.
Felt good. I think, for us, it's just continue to get as much reps as you can. Of course, it wasn't, great being in that situation, knowing, what we were doing as a team, but things that we can all learn and grow from. And, I think a great practice of when your name's called to just be ready.
When Gabriel's comments hit the air, fans immediately picked sides like a nation split during the playoffs. On one side, the crowd cheering the seasoned quarterback who's been tested in the fire, a leader who has seen every defensive scheme imaginable. On the other, the believers in Shedeur, the young star with swagger, vision, and a rocket arm that makes defensive backs look like traffic cones. Gabriel's reaction wasn't just an offhand remark, it was a calculated stand in a battle for hierarchy.
It's just like the homeboy Steve Harvey stated, bro. We didn't know about you prior to the draft. All of a sudden, your name is ringing bells when you're in a quarterback competition against Shedeur Sanders. You go anywhere else, bro, you just a fly on the wall. No one cares about you, but it is what it is. It's part of the saga, and he's definitely part of the news.
Gabriel has spent years building his name, grinding through injuries, putting up numbers, and proving himself as a reliable signal caller. Yet in walks Shedeur, the prodigy, carrying his father's legend on one shoulder and his own growing fame on the other. Sharing reps sounds like a football technicality, but for a quarterback, it's an existential threat. Every snap you don't take is an opportunity someone else uses to write their story. Gabriel wasn't going to let his own chapter get overshadowed quietly.
Look at the press conference. Look at the pressers. Shedeur didn't stand on business. Huh? He didn't stand on business. He's showing the poise, the responses, the class of an NFL quarterback, of a first-string quarterback somewhere. He already selling the jerseys out, right? He already doing that. He already giving y'all the business of a first-string quarterback, but y'all keep playing with him.
What made the comment viral wasn't just its substance, it was the tone. Gabriel gave off the energy of someone who's had enough of hearing about the new kid. Fans didn't just hear a quarterback talking about practice reps, they heard a veteran drawing a line in the turf. It was confidence mixed with defiance, and audiences ate it up like highlight reels on loop. Suddenly, practice wasn't just practice anymore. It became a stage, and Gabriel delivered the soundbite of the season.
I've seen a lot of people, especially after the draft and stuff, like, you can't just hand the job to Shedeur. You got to make him earn it. He's got to, earn his spot and show what he can do. Well, they handed it to Dillon Gabriel.
Yeah,
they just handed him first-team reps. Like, he didn't do anything to earn them. He didn't.
Except for get drafted in the third. It's not like he was drafted in the top
quarterback.
five.
Yeah, third-round quarterbacks don't ever earn first-team reps right out the gate.
For Shedeur, this isn't new territory. The spotlight has been chasing him since day one. Every move he makes is magnified, every throw dissected, every mistake exaggerated. To hear a competitor like Gabriel address sharing reps with him doesn't rattle his world, it fuels it. Shedeur has thrived on doubters, critics, and veterans trying to protect their territory. If anything, Gabriel's words may have been free motivation for the Sanders camp.
I know Dillon Gabriel didn't put himself in this situation, but at the same time, Dillon Gabriel, was given the prime opportunity to show exactly what you can do, while Shedeur Sanders was not. We know this wasn't a fair quarterback competition from the get-go. The way Shedeur didn't get first-team reps.
The viral clip reignited an old truth about football. Quarterbacks don't share gracefully. Running backs rotate, wide receivers split targets. But quarterbacks, they live and die by possession. To have two high-profile talents vying for the same huddle creates tension that no coach's motivational speech can erase. Gabriel simply vocalized what every competitive quarterback feels deep down. Those reps aren't just snaps, they're currency, and he isn't giving them up without a fight.
I can't imagine there's many people that think Dillon Gabriel's a better quarterback than Shedeur Sanders. I don't care where they were drafted. And if the Browns are the one team that thinks that, then I'm going to suspect it's not true. They don't know what they're doing.
They've been right every quarterback evaluation for 30 years.
Right.
I never root against anybody.
Yeah.
But I'd be surprised if Dillon Gabriel's ever a legitimate starting quarterback for the Cleveland Browns.
Fans poured into comment sections, some calling Gabriel's confidence refreshing, others labeling him insecure. But that's the beauty of the moment. It exposed the raw nerve of competition. Gabriel didn't package his words to please anyone, and that authenticity hit the internet like a touchdown in overtime. Whether you love him or hate him, you couldn't ignore him. And in today's viral sports culture, that's the real victory.
He just doesn't belong on an NFL football field right now. Zach Jackson said, practice comes to a screeching halt when he goes into 11-on-11s. And I'm just like, how is this a guy who's getting first-team reps then? What do the next guys have to do? Not even like Shedeur, just anybody on the roster. What do they have to do to eat into some of that? Because like we said, Dillon Gabriel wasn't picked third overall.
Behind the scenes, coaches now have the toughest balancing act in football. They've got a steady veteran who demands respect and a rising star whose ceiling is limitless. Do you lean on the experience of Gabriel, who knows how to manage a game, read defenses, and command a huddle? Or do you ride the momentum of Shedeur, whose playmaking instincts can turn broken plays into SportsCenter top 10s? It's a high-stakes gamble with millions of fans analyzing every decision.
I do think that they have, I don't want to say explaining to do, but after watching Dillon in this game and then after watching Shedeur in his game, it's tough to come out and say Dillon's so much further ahead. Shedeur didn't have any pre-snap penalties. I think one illegal motion. Didn't have to pop any timeouts to get organized. Didn't turn the ball over.
What makes this story so captivating is how it mirrors the larger theme of football itself: old guard versus new blood. Gabriel represents the years of grinding, the workmanlike approach to the game. Shedeur embodies the new era: flashy, social media savvy, a brand as much as a quarterback. When those worlds collide, sparks are inevitable, and Gabriel's viral words are just the first flash of lightning in a brewing storm.
I can't say that right now. I got to continue to dominate the moment and have great practices. As you build upon that, I still look forward to meeting my new teammates, the vets on Monday. So I think that'll be a question down the road, but I think every day I approach is like I'm going to go get that rep, and I live it like that.
The media, of course, couldn't resist. Headlines exploded, clips circulated, and sports shows devoted segments to dissecting every syllable. Some framed Gabriel as a competitor refusing to bow to hype, others painted him as rattled by the arrival of a superstar. The truth probably lies somewhere in between, but perception is everything. And right now, the perception is that Dillon Gabriel has officially declared this isn't Shedeur's kingdom just yet.
As soon as that whistle blow, boom, they jogging in the locker room, take a shower, they up out of there. To where this guy's staying after, doing all the necessary stuff to even give himself a chance. And maybe it's because I've been in that same situation before that I kind of relate to it, but I just want to see, he's putting in all this time and effort and all this hard work. At some point, it's got to pay off at some point. So I want to see what it looks like, give him a fair chance.
For Shedeur, this narrative is almost a gift. Every viral headline adds fuel to his legend. Every challenge from a veteran turns into an opportunity to prove that he belongs. This isn't just about practice reps, it's about building a resume, proving that he's not only the future but the present. And if Gabriel wants to test him in the fire, Shedeur has shown he doesn't mind playing with flames. At the end of the day, what fans saw in Gabriel's comments was more than just competitive frustration. It was theater. The type of theater that makes football not just a sport but a story. Reps may be the technical spark, but what really ignited the fire was pride. One quarterback fighting to stay relevant, another trying to cement his destiny. The viral moment gave us a glimpse of what happens when those two forces collide.
So it's hard to continue to drive that narrative when now everybody's seen it we've seen it with our own eyes, like who operated it better. You can say Dillon operated it good enough and still admit to yourself that Shedeur operated it at a higher level. So it'll be curious to see now that they've both seen game action.
So while analysts break down playbooks and coaches insist it's just part of the process, everyone knows the truth. Dillon Gabriel's viral words transformed a simple practice rep debate into the drama of the season. It's not just about who gets the snap under center. It's about who owns the future of the team. And no matter how this battle ends, fans will remember the moment Gabriel decided to speak his mind and let the football world know he wasn't here to fade quietly. Because in football, as in life, the game within the game is often the most fascinating. Gabriel versus Shedeur isn't just a quarterback competition, it's a clash of eras, egos, and expectations. And thanks to one viral comment, it's the story no fan can stop talking about.